Hello Aquarius, hello and welcome to your general tarot cards reading for the third week of September. So let's see what the future might bring you. So this card is representing you. This one was crossing you. This one is put underneath current, and we have two. This is representing your near past, your way of thinking. Your near future, things approaching you, things to focus on, best possible way of approach. And this one is representing additional commentary. So, let's see. Aquarius, you're being represented by Six of Wands. What is crossing you is Two of Pentacles. What is beneath you? You have a Three of Wands and the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of wands here. Your recent past is the Fool. Your way of thinking is Two of Cups. Your near future is Six of Swords. Things to focus on is Ace of Wands. I love it. And the best word for it is Ace of Pentacles. And this is additional commentary. So for some of you, dear Aquariuses out there, it's all about the relationship, like romantic relationship. But for some of you, this is the general reading. It's going to be, because those relations we have with other people, our ideas, money, jobs, friends, family. So let me start. I'm just going to pass on messages because I can read them whatever, each way, but it feels like you decided to give your life a little bit more direction. You chose certain things pan out in the right ways, certain haven't. And this was very much trial and error. And what the Six of Wands is telling you, Aquarius, tonight, to not take for granted your previous successes, not take for granted what you have achieved. And actually, you have to ask yourself, do you want to go with the crowd or not? Do you want to go on your own or not? And do you want to be your own person or not? And you might not quite yet realize this, but you might be going towards something that is not necessarily... You might not necessarily see the entirety of the picture. Because you might be torn between, there's Two of Pentacles over here. So you might be toying with ideas. You might be toying with ideas because you might be unsure where you're going to. And on your mind, you have Two of Cups. Two of Cups might indicating the relationship, might be indicating falling in love, but also exchanging for a contract, receiving a job, what have you. And what is underneath, you have a Three of Wands and you have a Knight of Wands. So I'm reading this as receiving a message that made you extremely content, happy, receiving something, receiving communication, information that might be to do with the job, but something that you welcomed, and it's kind of going to help you with achieving whatever you want to achieve. So I think that overall you might be thinking what your next steps are, what are you doing next, how I'm going to get there. And the thing is to not get too controlling, to not become too controlling, and consider everyone within the situation. And also consider all aspects of the situation. That is the Six of Swords indicating over here. Because if you're going to think, you have the Six of Wands and you have a Six of Swords. Because you might make yourself, making yourself a big disservice if you're going to. I'm hearing don't go for less. Don't go for what you go for the best. Aim for the best. And don't lower your standards and lower your expectations. Things to focus on. You have Ace of Wands. So there is some kind of opportunity that's going to some kind of message, because if you're going to look how they kind of sit together, this Ace of Wands, and then the Ace of Wands, and then the Knight of Wands has that wand, and then you holding it, holding one of those wands. So it's almost like a transfer. And I'm reading this as a message, but also as an opportunity. Something is going to be gifted to you, and you holding to that wand over here. And there is, even though it's a Six of Swords, there's a stick over here representing a wand, but it's black, so representing something that you might be doing unconsciously, not even knowing that you're doing. And the best way forward is the Ace of Pentacles. So to take whatever going to be given to you. Some of you might take a job offer, you might move, you might be given some kind of money, you know, whatever it might be, a loan or whatever it might be, is to take it and making the best of it, is to invest it. It feels like investment, feels like something that you are going for, but whenever it's possible, try to negotiate it. And I guess what they try to say, you should be far much more optimistic when it comes to the future. You might have sometimes very pessimistic take on things, and the overall thing is things are going well. Things are going really well, Aquarius, for you. Things are on and up, so don't bring yourself down by your negative way of thinking. But for some of you, it's going to be about relationship, moving away. I don't know, maybe going and living together. But some of you might be about achieving things, getting things done. But overall message is, don't distract yourself from your aims and your goals by negative way of thinking and being too controlling, and try to don't go into the way of thinking that you have to do something for other people. Consider them, speak to them first before making those decisions. So what is the additional commentary? There is a lot of energy, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of raw kind of things coming from your gut, from your belly, and there's a possibility that it's maybe to do with the job, with money, whatever it is, go with that flow. But for some of you, there's a question here coming, and I would just want to pass it on. Sometimes, even though we might be very successful, and you might be very successful, Aquarius, as we speak, and you might be overcoming all difficulties, so on and so forth, it's fine to be on your own path, doing things on your own. You not necessarily need other people. And if you are one of those people who are like trendsetters, or you just doing things your own way, that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. So don't look at it from perspective that you are not like the others. That's what's coming through, Aquarius. But whatever is happening, for some of you it's a new job, it's a move, it's a new opportunity. For some of you it's a new relationship. But whatever you're entering, be hopeful and don't try to be too controlling, and take care of your own needs, and hope for the best, because past is the past, and you're able to create the future the way how you would like that future to be. So, Aquarius, thank you for tuning. Have a smashing week and you take care. Bye.